here I am, fit and healthy, and into the final week of training slash tapering basically for the Brighton Marathon 2018. And today's running schedule, let's have a look at my little plan. It's been a while since we've come over and seen the plan, and that was 15 all done. Felt good at the end of that. And it's week 16, Monday the 9th, a rest day. Brilliant. That is fantastic. Can definitely do a rest day, and got plenty of other stuff to be getting on with. So yeah, another nice rest day. I can feel my feet are feeling everything from last week. Just from lifting stuff, I think. So my feet, just the soles of my feet, need to definitely rest up. I need to consciously tell myself to sit and relax, which you'd think would be an easy thing to do, but get this far down the schedule, and I woke up this morning and running was bang in my head. Like, right, what am I doing? What's my run this morning? What's my run after work? It was just straight away there. So it does become a way of life if you follow the schedule, or at least get a really good plan going into a marathon. And that's basically how you've got to make it as well. Otherwise, you'll turn up race day, and you might get through the first couple of miles, the first hour, whatever, all right, and then suddenly you'll have a massive wake-up call and realise that perhaps you should have gone out a bit more regularly and put in the effort. And it pays off massively. And just even before the marathon, I can tell you it pays off massively, just in how the way I feel and physically how the shape I'm in is just fantastic. I think this is probably the fittest I've possibly ever been. Certainly if you match the diet with the exercise I've been doing, I don't think of a time that can beat it, really. So yeah, really good thing to do, because it just makes you feel great. It makes me so zingy and buzzy and awake in my head, and like I say, it kind of got me in a state where I just automatically, my body kind of is yearning to go out on a run, which is just, told me that a couple of years ago, I'd just laugh at you, but that's the way it is now. Just out on a 40-minute run. I came down to Preston Park, lapping that, and just so people watching this who are in London with the Brighton Marathon know, this is the hill, the first hill section, literally in a couple of hundred metres after you start. This is what you head up to, about where the cars disappeared, and then it slowly levels off, and it goes back downhill, and off into town we go. So yeah, and another thing to say on a sort of Brighton note report, it is warming up. Came out with my gloves and extra bit on top of my head, and don't need any of that. It's very warm. So the weather's definitely turned. Let's hope it stays for the weekend. At the top of the road, top corner of Preston Park, and you come round and head down this road. And it's quite a good drop back down to London Road, and then you're back on the flat again for quite a while. So that's the only, well, the first hill. From what I can tell, there's two more, and there's a slight one when you've gone after this, when you've gone into town, looped around, almost gone to the front, looped back past the level, and up Elm Grove. There's a tiny section of uphill there probably, and the other one will be a couple of steady bits on the way out to Ovingdean. But apart from that, I'd say the majority of all the Brighton Marathon course is pretty flat. thought to that last comment, the main factor, I would say, in terms of weather and terrain having a go at you on the Brighton Marathon course will be the wind. The wind factor down on the front. That will play a major part, I'd say. So that is out of our control, that training run, and yeah, I've got to be careful not to run too fast at the minute and just save all my energy for the weekend. And the other thing is just how short it seems. I seem to blink and it's over, so yeah, good easy run, just ticking over. It was actually really needed. Been on the computer all day and in the house all day, which is not a good place for me to be, and I could just feel the stress building up and the indecisiveness coming into my brain, like, should I even go for a run or should I carry on replying to emails and chasing up various bank transfers from Japan for sponsorship money and stuff. And I thought, you know what, I need to go out and run. It's on my schedule, and actually I need it, so I went out and got it, and as a result I'm feeling more relaxed now. Just heading up to St Luke's Church for Tuesday New Note practice, and I haven't been there for 2 weeks because I've been moving and busy with the marathon, and I've done so much promotional stuff today. I've been online all day, basically emailing, had some really touching emails from people that I've never reached out to before, to do with you know, the reason I'm running, addiction and mental health, and the reason I started running, basically. But it's just been a really busy, tough, tough work-wise, and being on the computer all day is not something I'm used to, but also really emotional. I feel really mixed emotions now that I've actually gone out for my early evening run and just calmed down and settled into the evening. So anyway, looking forward to familiar friends and a good practice. Right, Thursday evening, my second to last run before the big day, so it's only a very short run, 20 to 30 minute run, just to basically get some blood into my legs. Walked to work today as well, so a little bit of exercise there. But yeah, just out on an evening run. I didn't really get a chance to get out before now, about 9:30. This is the latest I've ran in the whole of my marathon training, but I need to get out, so I thought I'd just come through the lanes at night and just soak up a bit of the atmosphere. But this week's been great. Been on the radio promoting Unit Orchestra, and the reason I run, basically, and it's just been a bit of so far raised just under £500 for a new musical instrument, gong for the orchestra, and if I raise a bit more, we'll definitely be able to get the one we're after, and hopefully get to my target of 1,000. Seems about doable to me, so we'll see how it goes. I know from the London Marathon, sponsorship page people tended to wait, quite a few people tended to wait until after I actually completed it, and then people sort of cashed their check, as it were, then they donated. So anybody running in marathons this year or in the future, just be aware of that. As you go into the run, quite a few people donate after you've actually finished it. Also, the only sort of social media, or the thing I use, is YouTube, and I'm not used to using like Twitter and things like that. I have a Twitter account, I choose to follow
research basically into research and alcohol awareness and drug awareness and brain research, that sort of stuff. So I don't usually tweet, so I'm sort of learning about that this week, and also just trying to email as many people as possible and chase everything up, and anybody that comments or replies back or sponsors, really try and be on top of that. And if it's just me and my Todd, which it isn't, got Molly, of course, doing a fantastic job. We are on the sponsorship page, and just it's a lot of personal emails I wanted to get out. Wanted to give a big shout out to Ad Action, so I emailed everybody I know there, from the manager at Try Rehab I went to, right through to the press officer, the main press officer for the UK. And yeah, just all that is quite time consuming and a lot of time on the computer, which I'm not used to. So it's been very different, obviously, from constantly training and I'm doing long runs. Other thing, my sleep's got better. Slept very well last night. Got in from work, had a snooze, so we're winning on the sleep again, which is brilliant. And the other thing is on my feet. About 3 weeks ago, just began to notice that my right foot shoe was possibly just the earliest signs on my long runs of showing a bit of just sort of impact damage, I think, in the sole. Not damage, you wouldn't notice it unless you do a long run, but just something wasn't quite the same as the other foot. So I've very lately bought a brand new pair of exactly the same shoes, just a different colour. And this is my golden run wearing them in, and they feel brilliant. I would never usually buy shoes this close to the marathon. Usually it'd be a month before and wear them in, but I only noticed it quite late, so that's what I've had to do. But I'm going to leave it till Saturday to decide. That arm's getting tired. Saturday to decide if I'm going to use these or just use my older ones, which aren't very old. They're just coming up to 2 years old, but I have ran a lot in them. And here we can see the preparations for the marathon starting. You can just see the event village going up. Looks like there's going to be a big screen to watch it on deck chairs, and lots of tents and various things to get involved with at the end. Should be really good. Yeah, this is pretty much the final stretch where you come in and finish right here, I'd say. And they probably walk you across the old railway right there. And this is where I'm going to turn around at the end of my very, very short run. I'll use the Steve Ovett statue there at the end just to turn around and finish today's check-in Thursday before the marathon. Right, I'm not too sure in terms of particulates and air pollution. Running at night is definitely in the centre of the city is definitely not a good idea. But one thing I am for sure about is these
new shoes are an absolute winner. I can just tell how much better they are. So first gut feeling is these are coming on the marathon with me. Day before the marathon, and my schedule says just a tiny 15-minute run, so that's not even a run, is it? That's just to warm up the legs basically. So Preston Park is 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes, be about 15 minutes there and back from where I am. So I'm gonna do that, go down, say hello to the start line, and I'm just gonna now prep my marathon gear, and I'm even gonna go out in like with my bib on and everything just to give it a run in and just test it's feeling all right and all good and hanging right.
Well, if the weather's anything to go by, today this is basically the start time of the marathon. It's going to be a real nice day tomorrow. So yeah, this is already warm. I could just be in my vest if I needed to be. But looks like it's going to be a really nice day. I haven't looked at the forecast, but fingers crossed. Suntan lotion, lots of hydration I think. And I'm got as close as I can to the start of the marathon. So done everything I could have done the improvers plan to a T. I am ready. Bring on tomorrow.